Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Tomb Raider based on the video games, but it's a reboot of the Angelina Jolie series of movies, which are still based on the games. You know what I'm getting at, man. It stars Alicia Vikander, Dominic West, Walton Goggins, Daniel Wu, Hannah John-Kamen, Kristen Scott Thomas, and it is directed by Roar Uthaug. My bad. I know I didn't say that right, man. That's my fault, man. If you want to get a shout out in either my review of Pacific Rim or quite maybe possibly Unsane, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So you got Lara Croft, and the way that they portrayed her in the Angelina Jolie movies is completely different from the way that they portrayed her here. It's the same thing as far as Dominic West is her dad. Jon Voight was Angelina Jolie's dad, literally and fictionally. But Alicia Vikander's Lara Croft is dealing and grieving differently than in the past series, and she stumbles upon a couple different things, and that leads her to basically discover the same type of artifacts and urban legends and stories. She's chasing the same stories that her dad was, and that's where she runs into Walton Goggins, and she ends up trying to prevent him from doing evil with the artifacts and the myths and the things that her dad was looking for. Compared to because I rewatched, like, y'all know how I do. I rewatch the old movies before I see the new ones, and compared to the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies, this movie is Schindler's List, Moonlight, Casablanca, what just won, Shape of Water. This is an Oscar caliber movie compared to those two Angelina Jolie movies. Those movies are not that good. They tried to sell those movies based on star power. I remember, man, a little side story note, man. I was with my homeboy. Y'all know my dog, Old Man Lawrence, pops up in my videos every so often. I was with his family in Colorado back in summer 2001, and it was, do we go watch the Fast and the Furious, or do we go watch Tomb Raider? And we watched Fast and Furious, and I'm glad we did. Overall, as a movie, it's enjoyable. There are some things that are corny. There are some things that don't work. But overall, this is an enjoyable movie. This is a movie that, if you're skeptical about watching it, I don't think that you'd be mad that you went to see it. Alicia Vikander is good, damn near great, damn near the best thing about the movie as Lara Croft. I like the way that they played her character. I think I'm not a gamer, so don't fault me for not knowing the lore of Tomb Raider. I played a couple times in the 90s, but they rebooted the video game series, if I'm not mistaken, and that's why like Lara Croft has like the bow and arrow now, and it's kind of like a Batman Begins Tomb Raider movie, because she's not exactly Tomb Raider archaeologist adventurer. She just stumbles upon some things and starts chasing these leads, and it's more contained as far as setting, which is cool. Like the other two movies, I hate to keep going back to the old series, but the Angelina Jolie movies try to like have her chase these clues and stuff, but like they try to make her like a James Bond type, and it just didn't work. Like those movies just did not work. They were both fine. I like what they do with Dominic West, Jimmy McNulty from The Wire, the Dr. West from Eminem's Relapse album, and he is kind of used the same way that Jon Voight is, which is cool. Like I like that aspect of she misses her dad who isn't around anymore, and then that leads her to like Daniel Wu is cool, not necessarily as a sidekick, but somebody who just gets brought along for the adventure. And then Walton Goggins, I can't tell you how far back I know Walton Goggins been killing it, but Walton Goggins kills it in this. He's dope as the villain. There are times when like I wasn't sure that Lara Croft was gonna make it out of this movie alive, and then the last, I would say, like 5 minutes or so is the most obvious setup for a sequel, but I would welcome a sequel to this because I enjoyed this movie and I would like to see where this character goes. And there's rumors that I I don't know. I read somewhere, I forget where, that Tomb Raider, Hitman, and some other games might be turned into like this video game cinematic universe. I wouldn't be mad at it. I like the Tomb Raider series where Alicia Vikander could take this character. If they interact her with other video game characters, I mean, it could be cool. Who knows? Everybody's got to have a universe these days. So I mean, we'll see. But like I said, like there's not one specific thing that I didn't like about the movie, but there are things in the movie that don't work. I mean, you just got to go watch it, man. With all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Tomb Raider is solid and a half. Have you seen Tomb Raider? What did you think about it, man? Of the three Tomb Raider cinematic movies, man, where would you rank this new one? You only got three choices. If you want that shout out, in my review of, let's say, Pacific Rim, that'll probably be my first review. Within $2 million, higher or lower, how much will Tomb Raider make opening weekend, man? Be the first, be the closest, get your guesses in by noon Central Time. I've recently posted reviews of A Wrinkle in Time, Strangers Pray at Night, and Gringo, as well as Game Night, Black Panther, other February videos. I got a movie talk on my 10 favorite MCU movies I did with one of my homies. Y'all know the Kid Legacy, he is in that. Um, Movie talk at the end of this month. Stay tuned for that. I want to see, like I said, Unsane and Pacific Rim next weekend. The weekend after that is Ready Player One. I mean, I'm excited for Ready Player One. It looks really cool. Um, like, subscribe, comment, find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.